Even for superfans of The Simpsons, it's easy to gloss over the time Matthew Perry showed up for a cameo. Could we be any more forgetful? This past weekend, beloved Friends star Matthew Perry passed away at the age of 54. Most well known for playing Chandler Bing, the actor's career spanned several decades and included appearances on dozens and dozens of various movies and shows. As the world continues to mourn the loss of such an icon, countless fans have come forward to memorialize his life, legacy, and screen presence outside of the go-to example of Friends. Although he would never find another starring role quite like the one he enjoyed on the show that made his name and turned him into one of the most famous popular figures around the globe, Perry went on to make an undeniable impact wherever his journey took him. You surely remember his roles in Fools Rush In or The Whole Nine Yards, not to mention his appearance on Saturday Night Live.
Hey. Great one.
But what about when he received the highest honor of them all, a voice role on the king of all sitcoms, The Simpsons? The long-running animated series has made a tradition out of celebrating beloved pop culture icons with some of the funniest jokes and self-deprecating gags the writers could possibly come up with. But with just one throwaway gag in a Halloween-themed episode, The Simpsons reminded viewers exactly why Perry was so loved. The definition of a blink-and-miss-it gag, Perry's one and only appearance on The Simpsons occurred back in 2001, during the height of popularity for Friends. Around every Halloween since 1990, The Simpsons has debuted special Treehouse of Horror anthology episodes to commemorate the spooky season, packing in 3 unrelated storylines in a single half hour. Even more so than usual, these horror-heavy specials rely on more violent, gory, and gut-busting hilarious gags that fit right into the reason for the season. Perry's episode in Season 13, titled Treehouse of Horror 12, was no different. Perhaps the best part of his appearance comes from how completely unexpected it was. The episode opens up with one segment that doesn't involve Perry at all. In fact, it takes a shot at another popular sitcom altogether. Titled Hex in the City, this short involves a fortune teller putting a curse on the Simpson family, which Homer desperately tries to undo, with the help of a magical leprechaun, naturally. Another short, Whiz Kids, puts a classic Harry Potter spin on Bart and Lisa's hijinks at school. The middle portion, however, gives some love to Perry. When thinking of Chandler Bing's most defining trait, Friends enthusiasts will almost certainly show some love towards Matthew Perry's consistently snarky delivery of all the characters' innate sarcasm. Having essentially trademarked any use of the phrase beginning with, "Could I be any?" This episode of The Simpsons relied on this tried-and-true gag to make the most of Perry's cameo appearance. In the segment titled House of Wax, Marge answers the most literal definition of a robocall, an actual sales robot hawking its latest product called the Ultra House 3000. Tempted by the option of never having to do chores again, Marge quickly accepts this offer to upgrade to a smart house, where things, naturally, end up going awry. But before the HAL 9000-like computer can begin to enact its dastardly schemes of taking over the Simpsons' residence and take Homer out of the picture so it can have Marge all to itself, Marge and the kids have the option to decide between 3 voices for the central computer. One poked fun at stand-up comedian Dennis Miller, while another involved James Bond actor Pierce Brosnan. The funniest joke, however, is left to a Matthew Perry voice option, which Lisa enthusiastically selects. Yet all he offers is a single line of dialogue in the perfect cadence of Chandler Bing.
Yeah, could I be any more of a house?
Sadly, Perry's contribution to The Simpsons only amounts to this one single joke. But considering the logistics the creative team undoubtedly had to go to in order to record this one punchline, clearly they thought Perry was worth it. All these years later, fans likely agree.